feel super tall. Good morning. Welcome to Unity of Hagerstown on this beautiful, sunshiny morning. We are all so glad that you're here with us today. And those of you who are viewing on Facebook, you might want to stand up on this one, but you might not. So whatever you're comfortable with. Here we go. Swing wide the doors. Swing wide the door, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors on this heart of mine. Let's do that again. Swing wide the doors on this hard time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors on this heart of mine. I'm not holding it in anymore. I'm gonna shout it out loud. I understand now what I'm here for and what this life is about. It's about love, it's about laughter, it's about comfort and smile. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love, it's about service, it's about lending a hand, about lending a hand. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn of humankind. Swing wide the doors on this heart of mine. There's a voice that I heard for years. I've learned to keep it inside. Well, now it's coming in loud and clear. I want a deeper life. It's about love, it's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love, it's about service, it's about lending a hand. It's about love, it's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love, it's about service, it's about lending a hand, about lending a hand. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors on this heart of mine. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors on this heart of mine. Swing wide the doors on this heart of mine.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Brett and Patty. All righty, and welcome to Unity of Hagerstown, my friends. And again, welcome to those watching online. We appreciate each one who's here. We appreciate each one who's watching as well. We have a quote here for National Women's Month. When I dare to be powerful, to use my strength in the service of my vision, then it becomes less and less important whether I am afraid. Before I change that slide, I'll let a picture be taken. Okay, let's join together with our opening prayer, shall we? So just taking a moment to center ourselves, going within, and affirming that my heart is open wide. I'm in the flow of love, giving and receiving. With each breath, that power of love within me grows and grows. This love is a powerful magnet, drawing to me good, drawing to me peace, friendship, harmony, and I am grateful. Thank you, God. Amen. And if you will join me in our vision statement, together, Unity of Hagerstown exists to inspire awakening to the divine within and honor the sacred in all. And now we'll have the reading of the daily word with Linda.
Good morning on this very first day.
I'm not sure you're on.
I think it just get closer.
Okay, let's try this again. Good morning. On this very wonderful and welcome first day of March. Today's word is illumination. The reading is, when someone gets a flash of light, of insight, or makes a sudden realization, it is often said that a light bulb has gone off. It is no surprise that growing in understanding is likened to light, which brings brightness and clarity to what was once obscured by darkness. I am grateful for the illumination I have received as I have traveled the divine path. My spiritual growth may not always be easy, and I will never stop learning and discovering. But there is such value in the journey itself. Those moments I feel newly close to God, those times when the divine within helps me make a better choice, and those precious flashes of pure love and light. I welcome my ongoing illumination, knowing the light I seek is already within me. Our scripture comes from Psalms chapter 18, verse 28. It is you who lights my lamp. The Lord my God lights up my darkness. Please join me in the affirmation found on the screen. Together, I walk with faith along the path of light. Let's say this one more time. I walk with faith along the path of light. Let's just take a moment. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. We have an opportunity to greet one another, and I think everybody here knows the drill. But what you may not know is that you can come up here, and Ken's going to put it on wide so you don't have to be exactly right here. You can come up here and wave hello to those online, because let me tell you, they want to see you, okay? So if you want to be seen, come up here, okay? So let's greet each other with a handshake, hug, or howdy. Oh, and I do want to say hello to our Facebook friends. We love you. We appreciate you. We're glad you're here. What do you think?
I am creating my highest good. These doors are opening like they should. I am creating a better life. I make up every day and everyone is nice. 'Cause I believe it, I see it, and then before you know it, my world will sadly show it. I am creating my highest good. As I take new roads, it's understood. I am creating my happiness. I try to catch it all as it goes flying past. 'Cause I believe it, I see it, and then before you know it, my world will sadly show it. Woo-hoo. I am creating my highest good. I am creating my highest good. I am creating my highest good. I'm doing much more than I ever thought I could. I am creating a better space. I know I'm always in my brighter, perfect place. 'Cause I believe it, I see it, and then before you know it, my world will sadly show it. Woo-hoo. I am creating my highest good. I am creating my highest good. My highest good. My highest good.
Woo, yes. I tell you what, don't we have some pretty awesome music here? Yeah, I think so anyway. So we are beginning a new series today. We're going to be looking at various times that occur in the Gospels of Jesus and food. There are a lot of times, but we won't look at all of them. But just during this season of Lent, I thought, you know what? The season of Lent really ends kind of like with Jesus at the table, you know, the Last Supper. I mean, it goes on after that a little bit, but that's towards the end of it. And it would be kind of fun to explore metaphysically and see what takeaways we can find from some of these other stories as well. Additionally, there will be opportunities for us to gather at the table this month with the chili cook-off and a couple dinners and dinner and games. So let's just dive in. You know, we are invited to come to the table as well to gain a greater awareness of that Christ consciousness, our higher self, our I am within us. We know that sharing a meal is conducive to community, and that there are many traditions around food in your family, in the culture, in the nation. Food is a key ingredient to community. Now, we may know that, and we may have experienced it, but I want us to think about that as we move forward, growing this community. How much food can we serve? No. So today we're going to look at Matthew 9:9. It's the calling of Matthew. Let me just read some of the scripture for you. As Jesus went on from there, he saw a man named Matthew sitting at the tax collector's booth. "Follow me," he told him, and Matthew got up and followed him. While Jesus was having dinner at Matthew's house, many tax collectors and sinners came and ate with him and his disciples. When the Pharisees saw this, they asked his disciples, "Why does your teacher sit with tax collectors and sinners?" On hearing this, Jesus answered, "It is not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick. Go and learn what this means. I desire mercy, not sacrifice. For I have come not to call the righteous, but sinners." So we're going to pause it there and just kind of start breaking this down a little bit. In the ancient world, to share a meal, much like today, it creates or seals relationships. And although today it may be interrupted through phones or TV, whatever, it's still, the possibility is there. Now, tax collections were franchised out from the Roman Empire to individuals who bid on them. The highest bidder got to collect the taxes, and they wanted to because Rome, excuse me, I need to turn this off for a second. Rome would tell them how much they wanted in tax, but there was nothing stopping the collectors from collecting more and pocketing the difference. This was one of the reasons why the tax collectors were so despised, really, in that society. So additionally, it was going, the money was going to Rome, which, was not favorable for the Israelis. So religious people of Israel and ordinary people, they all pretty much despised the tax collectors due to exploitation and the heavy hand of the Roman rule. Now, Jesus at this time was already being watched by the Pharisees. They just wanted to see, it's kind of early on, they wanted to see what kind of man, what teacher he was. And for him to sit with tax collectors was kind of a notch against him. Backing the story up a little bit more, when Jesus said, "Follow me," to Matthew, and Matthew did. He just dropped what he was doing and he followed him. Matthew must have been ready for a change at that time. Perhaps he was tired of living a life in which he was kind of ostracized or despised by society. Perhaps he felt an inner nudge to do something different, something new. In the TV show, The Traitors, which you probably don't watch, but maybe you do, there are 2 or 3 individuals who are secretly identified as traitors in this game. It's like a game show. And the rest of the people are labeled faithfuls. So the traitors are lying about who they are to the faithfuls all season long. Inevitably, and I've watched a couple seasons because the human dynamics are fascinating to me, the traitors are always sick and tired of lying by the end of the season. A life of no integrity becomes taxing. So Matthew immediately followed Jesus, walking away from his former life. So this story of the call of Matthew is sandwiched between, in the Gospel of Matthew, sandwiched between 2 healing stories. And I share that because that is important as well. Because in those times, the ancient times, when somebody was sick, they were quarantined, they were isolated until they got better. Much like Matthew would have been ostracized from the community because of what he did as a living. But in this story, just like the sick, when they became healthy, they were restored to family and community. Matthew, when he makes a decision to follow Jesus, is restored to community as symbolized by the supper with Jesus. When Jesus hears the Pharisees questioning why he's eating with tax collectors, he quotes Hosea 6:6. He quotes from the Old Testament, "I desire mercy, not sacrifice." Now, offering sacrifice to God at that time was foundational in Judaism. and had been for 1,000 years at least. Sacrifice was accompanied by prayer and ritual, and really the act of prayer and the act of sacrifice went hand in hand. Could be said. Jesus is making a point here, not that sacrifices and other rituals were unimportant, but that they were secondary to mercy and compassion. And that got me thinking, what rituals have I put in place that have gotten in the way of compassion? And we may be thinking, well, maybe I don't have any rituals at all, but we can consider getting up in the morning and having a cup of coffee a ritual. Anything that we do habitual can be a ritual. Do I hear about a rally and, to speak out against inhumane treatment of others, and yet maybe my day gets in the way? The ritual of the day becomes more important. So, because of the rituals that we each have in place during the day, often our days begin to look like one another, right? The first one looks like, or the next one looks like the previous one. So we're invited here, really, to get out of our comfort zone, to put compassionate action first, to disrupt the ordinary flow of the day in order to bring something extraordinary in. For over a decade, the World Happiness Report has shown that social connections are are important drivers to happiness, both at the individual level and the national level, across all cultures. And there's evidence that has recently been studied about another aspect of social connection, and that is sharing a meal. And this is an objective way to measure, if you share a meal and how happy you are. I don't know, but so sharing meals has proven to be an exceptionally strong indicator of well-being. It's on par with living your purpose. That's how strong it is. So those who share more meals with others report significantly higher levels of life satisfaction and positivity and lower levels of negativity, negative thinking. And this is true across ages, genders, countries, cultures, and regions. In the United States, using data from the American Time Use Survey, there's clear evidence that Americans are spending more and more time dining alone. In 2023, 1 out of 4 Americans reported eating all their meals alone the previous day, which is an increase of over 50% from 20 years prior to that in 2003. So dining alone has become more prevalent for every age group, but particularly for young people. And this is perhaps one way in which we can make a difference. We can invite somebody out to dinner. So Jesus, by publicly sharing a meal with tax collectors, was stating that these people matter. So who belongs at our table, who doesn't? Who is welcomed in our home and who isn't? Who's held at arm's length in our community or in our nation and who's not? During the civil rights movement, integrated lunch counters were a powerful symbol because sharing a meal also represents equality, sitting at the same table, and creates relationships. The walls that separate us can tumble down when we're breaking bread together. So looking at this passage from Matthew metaphysically, in metaphysical interpretation is when we see each of the characters as symbolic of a state of consciousness within us. Jesus is symbolic of what? Love? Okay. Any other ideas? The Christ consciousness within us, our I am, our higher self, our true self. Okay, this is what we go home to, our true self, when we go within. And each of the disciples represent one of the 12 powers that Charles Fillmore, co-founder of Unity, identified. Gifts, abilities that we each have. Matthew is symbolic of the power of will, and it's kind of shown in this story when he decides to follow Jesus. That's what will does. It's the action that follows the decision. Our higher self calls or activates or brings awareness to these powers that we all have within us. Our Christ consciousness is saying, follow me. Follow me, follow a deeper understanding, follow that still, quiet voice within. Instead of choosing to use will in a more self-serving way, we can choose it to deepen our connections. Job 22:28 tells us, you will decide on a matter and it will be established for you, and light will shine on your ways. The will carries out what wisdom within discerns. Thy will be done. Not submitting to an invisible sky daddy, but knowing that, I heard that term, I had to use it, I'm sorry. No, I'm not going to apologize. It's a great term. Knowing that as we align with that Christ consciousness within, we are aligning with love. We are aligning with wisdom. We are aligning with that law of circulation, giving and receiving, that we are deserving of all good because we are worthy. I am willing, another term that is based in a lot of different faith traditions. Being willing. A willing spirit is the epitome of spiritual willpower. Willingness is the antidote for willfulness. Do you ever dig your heels in on something and after a while it becomes habitual? Oh, yeah. So willingness is a way of allowing. In fact, Martella Whitsett tells us it's a state of allowing. Allowing is our capacity to welcome our experience and receive its gifts. Allowing is our ability to cooperate with rather than control the flow of divine ideas. So the Pharisees metaphysically represent the religious thoughts that we've picked up along the way that may be more concerned about the forms of worship rather than the experience. When daily prayer becomes repetitive or routine, when we're not bringing our emotions into the prayer. So in this passage as well, we are invited to have mercy on ourselves. Not to berate ourselves, but to be compassionate. We are on a journey. We're human. We're going to make mistakes, which is metaphysically what a sinner symbolizes. We make mistakes because of our humanity. And because that's how we grow as well. So we make the choice to follow that inner voice within, that guidance within our higher self, one step at a time. In our human expression, as I said, we may make mistakes, yet we can be compassionate towards ourselves with this so that we can learn to be compassionate towards others as well. The spiritual power of will focuses or works with the power of wisdom within, which discerns the path to take. The will decides or commits to it. And it also plays with the power of imagination, which pictures different possibilities and chooses one, and the will executes it. Our one choice sets in motion a shift in consciousness, whereas before we were meandering in discontent, now we are beginning to put a path toward fulfillment. Charles Fillmore, co-founder of Unity, writes that the simple statement, "I will to be well," gathers the forces of mind and body around the central idea of wholeness, and the will holds the center just so long as the I am continues its affirmation, affirming wholeness. Not necessarily the words, but knowing that we are whole. We are held whole in divine mind. The will resolves to follow the path, to make a commitment, It's a deliberate, intentional choice. We commit to the path itself rather than to a future point of completion of the goal. Commitment erases the past and places our attention on each footfall on the path, here and now. The path is the goal, continually growing. Mercy. So that's another piece of this story I wanted to bring up, that idea of mercy, to have compassion, to have grace. And just as Jesus ate with the tax collectors and was able to see their worth, we are invited to see the worth within all, within ourselves, within others, to have mercy, to be compassionate with our own thoughts. We're invited to choose, use our power of will to activate it in order to follow love, to choose love. Micah 6:18, and I'll close with this. The Lord requires three main things: to act justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. Metaphysically, the Lord is that I am within us. It's not something outer. It is within us. Our higher self is asking us to act justly, love mercy, walk humbly. So let's move into a time of meditation. And I just invite you to settle in. And begin paying attention to your breath. Relaxing the body. Noting any areas of tension and breathing into them. With your next breath, I invite you to go within, connecting with your heart space. We sang earlier, swing wide the doors. Swing wide the doors to my heart. And so let us open our hearts now to the activity of spirit within. Open to compassion, to mercy. Allowing that inner critic to become smaller. As we bring mercy to our thoughts. As we bring a compassionate nature into our lives. And then bringing family, friends into this heart, this space. Bringing compassion to each of them, letting any regrets be gone. Any resentments dissolve, knowing that each is worthy. Now I invite you to widen that field of love. For the county, the tri-state area, as wide as you can make it, encircling the world. Knowing that God is expressing through every inhabitant of this planet. Allowing love to grow within you. And with this open heart of yours, allow that love to come back to you. Filling up every aspect of your being. You are loved, you are worthy. You are a beautiful expression of the divine. A radiant spirit. And as we bring this meditation to a close, let us allow gratitude to come forth. Using our power of will to choose to be grateful. We give thanks for this day, this community, this moment, this love. And as we continue to sit restfully, I invite you to either join Brent and Patty or just allow this next song to wash over you.
I am willing to open my heart. I am willing to be the change I wish to see. And I know that it's all love. I am willing to listen to that still small voice in me. I am willing to open my mind. I am willing to be the change I wish to see. And I know that it's all good. I am that still small voice in me. I am willing to open my life. I am willing to be the change I wish to see. And I know, yes, I know that I can trust. I am willing to listen to that still small voice in me. Yes, I am willing to listen to that still small voice in me.
Thank you, Brent and Patty. I invite you to join me in our offertory affirmation together. I give joyfully to my beloved community to support our mission of creating sacred space that empowers spiritual growth and ignites compassionate action. I release any fear of not enough and have faith that God is the source of our prosperity. Amen. And here we go.
Here we go. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. My glorious, my glorious, my glorious life. My glorious, my glorious, my glorious life. Thank you for my wealth, Spirit. Thank you for my wealth. Thank you for my wealth, Spirit. Thank you for my wealth. My opulent, my opulent, my opulent wealth. My opulent, my opulent, my opulent wealth. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day.
Ooh, yes. Thank you, yes. And isn't opulent a great word to say? Opulent, yeah. So we do have a few announcements, and actually I want to start this sign-up sheet too. Did not think about that. Thanks, Ella. And as you can see, these are the regularly occurring ones. Yoga does start again tomorrow. And then we have the practical self-defense workshop has been canceled. Actually, it's been postponed because we want to have this at another time. So, yeah. And then Zion Soup Kitchen, if you have signed up, well, you know what to do. Next Sunday is our chili cook-off and pie bake-off with book swap. I mean, there's a lot going on, and what's not to like, right? So the chili cook-off is free to enter. The pie bake-off is free to enter as well. But if you want to taste all the chili and all the pies, then we are asking for a contribution of $10. So, and there are prizes. Prizes. Yeah. Doesn't that, and bragging rights. That might be more important than the prizes. So, and then on Tuesday the 10th, our 12 Powers Zoom is going on. That's based on the book Adventures in Resilience. Anybody can come, even if you haven't made the first couple. But I would recommend getting the book and reading the first 5 chapters. I think we're on to. Okay, and then the sign-up sheet that's going around is dinner and discussion, meeting Jesus at the table. We're going to come and have a meal and then look at one of the times that involved food and Jesus and look at it metaphysically. And then on this one, on the 11th, we're going to be looking at the miracle of the loaves and fishes and see what we can take away from that. There'll be another one later on in Lent, but this is the first one coming up. And then our peace meditation, we are beginning a third Sunday at 10 a.m. peace meditation for probably 30 minutes, and that's open to anybody who would like to come. Okay, and dinner and game night's coming up. I don't have a sign-up sheet for that, but just mark it down because it is fun. Another opportunity to break bread together. And I wanted to just thank all of our walkers, there should be an S there, and supporters of the coldest night of the year yesterday, in which it was 64 degrees. Which I'm personally glad because it was very enjoyable to walk. This was to support the cold weather shelter in town, REACH of Washington County. And as you can see, their mission is to prevent and resolve homelessness. Isn't that a great mission? They raised over $25,000 with this one event, and there's still time to support it if you want to. The website's on there, and I don't think I have the QR code anymore, but if you want to support the Unity Hagerstown team in the efforts of fundraising, go to that the site that's up there and just donate under Unity Hagerstown. It all goes to REACH of Washington County. Okay, I guess we're ready for another song. Oh wait, Mary.
So I just wanted to mention that we have been talking about a fundraiser, Baby Bingo. Next Sunday, there's a bingo fundraiser at the Western Enterprise Fire Company. The Women's Club is doing a money bingo, and the bingo starts at 2 next Sunday. We do have our chili cook-off, so you can do both. The doors open there at 12:30, but I thought it would be a fun way to go experience bingo and see what we may or may not do.
And
We're looking for, so is there a youthful group? We don't have a youth group, but we're youthful, so the youthful group, if anybody wants to go, Jan and I are gonna go, so, you know, we can go next Sunday.
And I believe that the planning team was going to meet next Sunday as well for tea and bingo. Is that right? At 10 a.m.?
Well, we were gonna meet to discuss, but we're not doing team bingo, but yes.
Oh, no, yeah, right. Thank you, Mary. And for those of you online who didn't hear that, we are planning a tea and bingo probably in May, and we're going to explore as a youthful activity, not a youth activity, a youthful activity, going to the bingo games at the Women's Club next Sunday. No, where is it?
It's at the Western Enterprise Fire Company.
At the fire company. Okay. We'll put more in the newsletter probably. Okay, great. Another song. Moving on.
I close my deep breath. Let the healing start. I lift my hands, I plant my feet, I let love in. I feel the beat that's calling. Rise, rise, spirit, rise up, rise in me. Oh, rise, rise, spirit, rise up, rise in me. I ready my soul, I clear my mind. I'm here and now, in present time. I feel the power of 1,000 suns lighting up the dark. Oh, we rise as one. Rise, rise, spirit, rise up, rise in me. Oh, rise, rise, spirit, rise up, rise in me. I sing to you, you sing to me. Change up this noise, make sweet harmony. Rise, rise, spirit, rise up, rise in me. Come on and rise, rise, spirit, rise up, rise in me. Heart to heart, hand in hand, no turning back to the promised land. Do you feel the power of 1,000 suns lighting up the dark as we rise as one? Rise, rise, spirit, rise up, rise in me. Come on and rise, rise, spirit, rise up, rise in me. Oh, rise, spirit, rise up, rise in me. Oh, rise, rise, spirit, rise up, rise in me. Oh, rise.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I might have forgotten the screen here in which we say goodbye to our Facebook friends. Thank you, Ken. Well, I do want to say again once, thanking you in joining us for the services here and for your love and support. We appreciate you. We see the light that you are. Thank you for being part of this community.